It was actually Stephen Hawking who first got me thinking about this issue when he explained clearly and concisely to the BBC that mankind had no option but to get to space as quickly as possible and start doing things up there that we've been doing on planet Earth, but in a much more efficient manner. Our population is now heading to 9 billion people by the middle of this century. I've just come back from China and India, where there's 2.5 billion of them. And 9 billion is 3 times more than when I was born. With the end of the oil era approaching and climate change progressing faster than most models have been predicting, the utilization of space is essential not only for communications, but also for the logistics of survival through things such as weather satellites, GPS, agricultural monitoring, and climate science.
A spacecraft that is launched from an airplane flying above 85% of the atmosphere can actually take payloads to the altitudes to go outside the atmosphere with a ship that's less than half the size of one that takes off from the ground. And of course we have enormous safety benefits by air launching, because a rocket engine can be shut down at any point, whereas it can't if it takes off from the ground. This system is not developed just to provide one area of operations and to fly at low rates. We're actually developing a spaceship so that it could be flown twice a day, and the launch airplane could make 3 or 4 launches per day. In our predictions on operating costs, we believe that this system will reach a very large number of people. We already have an order for 5 from Galactic, with options for 7 more spaceships. We believe that these systems will be operated in a lot of different spaceports around the world. And I've made a prediction that if we can stay on our schedule and build about 40 to 45 spaceships over the first 12 years or so of operations, that they could actually fly about 100,000 people in the first 12 years of operations.
This system offers tremendous potential to researchers who will be able to fly experiments much more often than before, helping to answer key questions about Earth's climate and the mysteries of the universe. And for applied research, it is currently just too expensive to be able to do most of the things in space for which industries like biotechnology could really benefit. The beauty of White Knight 2 and Spaceship 2 is that they can help change the nature of our relationship to space, achieving an era where space accessibility becomes a commercial and scientific norm rather than an exception. The other thing that I really admire about the system is that it has the architecture that could someday be developed into a passenger-carrying vehicle, able to take people from A to B around the planet outside of the atmosphere at literally incredible speeds. The first generation of space tourists, many of whom are with us today, will be paving the way as they marvel at the beauty of our planet and experience the freedom of weightlessness and the blackness of space.